All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for some real people out there, just like you and me. Definite sad news from the music world as founding Nazareth guitar player Manny Charlton has passed away. That news has been out for a couple of days. Folks were sending me links to it. I'm not sure if my audience will understand the impact of Manny Charlton, very important player. Never really got the recognition he deserved. Nazareth, of course, one of those classic rock bands that was at their peak probably in the 1970s, but is still recording today with original member Pete Agnew, who is well into his 70s. Charlton died at 80 years old. There was no cause of death announced, but his grandson, I guess, went on Facebook and said, rest in peace, granddad, without sharing a lot of details. But the news was soon confirmed by bassist Pete Agnew, who founded Nazareth alongside Charlton, singer Danny McCafferty, who is no longer with the band, and drummer Daryl Sweet, who I believe is also no longer in the band. It's just Peter Agnew with a new lineup. And their latest album is called Surviving the Law. And they have a new singer by the name of Carl Sentance, who has been in the band now for a few years. And they carry on. They're a band that constantly reinvented themselves. And you've got to think that Charlton was at the forefront of all of that. He played on 17 albums and on songs like Love Hurts and Hair of the Dog. You know, I didn't know for many years that Love Hurts was an Everly Brothers song. That just blew me away when I found that out. It just, again, some people are like, huh, you didn't know that? I mean, I give credit to Nazareth for, I think, almost inventing the power ballad with Love Hurts, because they took this folky song and they transformed it into this, I don't know how you describe it, but it took the song to a completely different place. They added that amazing guitar solo. The whole thing is just really well done. And I think it influenced what came later in the 80s with all the power ballads. And I think Nazareth did it the best. Charlton was actually trying to help Guns N' Roses out by producing Appetite for Destruction. But later those demos weren't used and the band moved on to a different producer. But the fact that they wanted Manny Charlton to produce their record, which again went on to be super successful, shows that they had really good taste in music, at least. And Nazareth, as far as the Hall of Fame goes, I mean, they put in lesser things, right, to the Hall of Fame. It's an American institution. You're looking at a Scottish band. I don't know how, how that influences their decision making. You have to think that Nazareth, which formed, I believe, in 1968, ended up influencing so many other bands that came later. So from their standpoint, from their own rules as to how a band gets into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Nazareth should be considered, but there are a lot of other bands with better and bigger catalogs, maybe. I don't know about bigger, but maybe better, depending on how you look at it. If you go back and listen to those Nazareth albums, you're going to find some really great rock and roll on just about every single one of them. Even today, that album I just mentioned, Surviving the Law, it's a really good album. And maybe it doesn't sound like the original band, but they have persevered even to this day. Manny Charlton will be missed because he was just a pioneer. He was 80 years old. And some may say, okay, well, at least he didn't die at 59 from natural causes, right? Which has been happening quite a bit lately. And I'm not really sure why that's happening. Maybe somebody should look into that. But anyway, our thoughts and prayers are with Manny's family as he goes on to the next life. And certainly he will not be forgotten because, as they say, the music lives on, right? That's what keeps these folks in our consciousness, is all of the great music that they left behind. So again, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Patreon is just $1 a month, $2 a month. I appreciate the support. And of course, I will see you soon.